You're tuned in to The Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. Let's go.
Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is When Spirituality in the Game Combined. You got the Thinking Class. We are live right now. I'm about to pull up on the screen right quick. Let me put myself full screen. Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Thank you for joining me today. We are talking about the hidden codes of power, how to move like a boss in any space. And I'm going to talk about that today. So I hope you're ready. We're going to cut through the chase. I got my notes right here. We can go right to it. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. Everything that's going on. This is a wonderful time. So today we're talking about the hidden codes of power, how to move like a boss in any space. So let me say this. Power isn't just about money. It's about knowing the game and moving like a boss in any room. So let me say that power is not just about money. It's about knowing the game and how to move in any room. And I think what happens is a lot of us don't know how to move in some rooms. So it's not about power. It's not about powers isn't about money always. It's about knowing how to move. So it's important to know the hidden codes of power. There are some unspoken rules, some influence and respect and some control that needs to take place when it comes to understanding the hidden codes of power, how to move like a boss. So the first thing we're going to talk about today, the code of presence. Let me say that again. Let me look in the camera. I'm looking at the screen, but let me look at the camera. The code of presence. How you show up dictates how you're treated. Let me say that again. How you show up dictates how you are treated. Y'all need to take notes on this because I'm going to go through this and I'm going to shut it down. How you show up dictates how you get treated. Many of us go into many spaces, job, networking events, and we're showing up unprepared, not dressed correctly, don't know we call it our elevator pitch, and you go into rooms ill-prepared, you're prepared, and you're expecting to be treated like a king or like a queen or whatever you want to be treated as. How you show up dictates how you get treated. One of the things that I do is I go through a whole routine where I remind myself of who I am before I go to any space that I know I got to show up in. I remind myself, my name is Lawrence D. Adams, and I go with the frame and with the expectation, this is how I'm going to move in this room. The power of controlled confidence, posture, eye contact, and nonverbal dominance. You need to walk in a room like you own the room. Let me say that again. You need to walk in any room like you own the room. You need to have eye contact. Some people go into different spaces and they're looking away. They never give clear eye contact, and they wonder why. How they show up dictate how they be treated. You should be able to shake somebody's hands, look them confidently in their eyes and say, "Hey, my name is." You gotta have eye contact. One of the things I taught my sons when they were younger, I said, when you go into any room, boys, you need to shake their hand, a firm handshake, look them eye to eye, and say your name. Don't mealy mouth. Announce who you are. Why? Because your presence, how you show up, dictates what? How you're treated. Then nonverbal dominance. What do I mean by nonverbal dominance? That means many times we think there's abundance of words that we need to say. That's going to come later in these notes. You're going to see it's not the abundance of words you say, it's the way you carry yourself. I gave the example last week how I told my sons, when you go into the mall, walk like you own the mall. But not only that, you go into a mall, when you go into any place, you walk like you own the place. You have that quiet, I'm getting too far ahead. You have that confidence that resides on the inside of you. You can always tell who has that quiet in confidence on the inside of them and how they move. It's amazing, because I look, most of the people who talking the loudest have the biggest chain on, or they trying to say, I got this car, I got this Mercedes Benz, I got this Rolls Royce. Normally the ones who are trying to lead with what they have on the external and have nothing on the inside of them. They have nothing on the inside of you. So let me get that code again. The code is what? The code of presence. How you show up dictates how you get treated. The power of control, confidence, posture. Oh, we didn't talk about posture, because that's very important. Many times I done seen people walk around I seen a lady yesterday. She almost bumped into the wall because she had her head down while she was walking. How are you think people are going to treat you when your posture is saying, I ain't nobody, I'm just a worm, and give me, I'll take the crumbs off the table, boss. No, you walk with your head up, chin out. And that goes for women too. You walk with confidence. You walk in the confidence of who you are. I've seen so many men who have who are, seem broken in their spirits, that they don't walk in the confidence of who they are. Have that posture correct. Stand strong in who you are. Let me go to the next. The balance between humility and quiet arrogance. Command respect without, this part right here. Commanding respect without seeking attention. That right there. You got to be able to command respect without seeking attention. How do you do that, LDA? I'm glad you asked. You command respect without seeking attention. It's all in how you move in that space. One of the keys, and I'm going to give this secret out right here, is you slow down. I'm a person who likes to move fast. I'm like, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get things done. I'm real fast. But when you slow down, take your time, grab some hors d'oeuvres, grab something to drink. You take your time, because you realize that you're in complete control. You command respect. You command respect, and you're not seeking attention. You can always tell in any environment, I don't care who it is, where you at, people who are constantly seeking attention. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at what I got on, look at this dress. They're constantly seeking external validations instead of getting the internal validation they should have gave themselves before they even got into that space, before they even left their house. If nobody said your dress looked nice, or if nobody said your beard looked good, and nobody said your suit looks nice, you got to tell yourself, I know I look good. I know I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I know I could command $10,000. I know who I am. Stop seeking attention and command respect. The next code is this: the code of selective speech. Now, I sort of led to this, but I want you to really get this. The loudest in the room is the weakest. The loudest person in the room is the weakest. I sit back and watch it many times. Let me say that again for those in the back of the class who may not get this. The loudest in the room is the weakest. It's normally the dude or the young lady who's the loudest laugher, or the guy who's exaggerating who he is. It's normally the weakest. That's good. Yeah. Shout out to the people in the chat room. Yep. Correct. Right. Yep. It's about prior point. Dress appropriate for this occasion. Correct. So let me get this, because this right here, if you want to get that 10 toes down game and that really next level, the loudest in the room is normally the weakest. You can go to any environment, any place. You watch. I'm a person who sit back and watch people interact. The one who's trying to show off, they get there. I remember I went to an event. Me and my girl, we went to this event, this birthday party, and this guy came in. He had this coat on. He walking on with his sunglasses on. Like, yeah, I'm here. Look at me. I'm cool. Look at me. I got my sunglasses on. Now I wear my sunglasses all the time. That's just me. But he had an extra, trying to be extra. You can see through it. So I said, the loudest in the room is the weakest. The game of mystery: why powerful men speak less but say more. Let me say it. The game of mystery: powerful men speak less but say more. And this is the thing. Many times you get tricked. You didn't did part one. You came in with the right presence, but you talking too much. You are talking too much. Well, last week I did this and I graduated from MIT, and my grandson did that, and this person did that. The person who's the loudest is the weakest. The powerful men speak less but say more. What does that mean? You're not trying to impress people by who you are with your words. That's how you get mixed up in the game with women. That's how you get mixed up in the game in networking events and business, because you're trying to announce, and this is me, and I started this big in 1945, and this is not my grandfather was this. Nobody cares. Powerful men sit back. They say less, but say more. They are very selective in their words. Let me say that again. They're very selective in their words. They just don't say things just to say it. The importance of strategic pauses, choosing words with precision. Some of y'all, and I'm guilty of it, need to slow down when you talk. What does that mean? Give an example, LDA. Let me read this part again. The importance of strategic pauses and choosing words with precision. What does that mean? That means when you talk, you take time to think about that and say, yes, I see what you mean. Many of y'all don't understand the importance of pausing when you are talking. You're giving the person time to evaluate what they are saying or what you have said. But if you're just speeding past the stop signs, you don't stop, and you're speaking fast, because I can talk real fast. But if you take your time, mean what you say, and say what you mean, you'll make a greater impact on the people around you. The other part of this, choosing words with precision. What does that mean? choosing the right words in the right context. One of the things that I've looked at is thesaurus, choosing the right words. Your words that you choose, is it in the right context? Are the words that you're using, does the meaning match up with what you're saying in the sentence? I've been guilty of doing the opposite thing, but I learned now to use it correctly. Let me emphasize this, the importance of strategic pauses and choosing words with precision. Real life example of that, a powerful figures who mastered this, Malcolm X, Jay-Z, and Jeff Bezos. So one person we will look at is Malcolm. If you look at Malcolm and his cadence, the way he spoke, the way he delivered his speeches, it was almost, it was almost hypnotic on how he spoke. Because during the pauses, it caused you dropped into the pause, and then you waited for the next word that he was going to say. That's how powerful this is. It's important to find examples of people who are great orators so that you can master and mimic them. I do it all the time. Anytime I want to get into I call it the spirit of Malcolm or some other great speaker, what I do is I go back and listen to their speech, close my eyes, and I imitate the rhythm of how they're talking, how they're delivering their message. You see what I just did? How they're emphasizing certain words. Who told you? See, that's Malcolm, right? Who told you that you weren't beautiful? Who told you? That's Malcolm all the way he delivered the emphasis on certain words. Who has bamboozled you? Who's tricked you? It's Malcolm all the way. Learn to master your delivery of your words. That's the code of selective speech. This one right here, y'all better get this one. The code of emotional control. Never, ever let them see you sweat. There used to be an old commercial back in the day where they used to have that about letting your opponent seeing you sweat, but never, ever let them see you sweat. Emotional intelligence, how keeping your composure in any situation gives you leverage. Do you understand this? Emotional intelligence. You got to learn how to keep your composure in any situation gives you leverage. Let me say this very clearly. Many times what stops and hinder, let me talk to the men, you men folks, because you're too emotional. You find out the hook, you yelling, you want to show that you the man, and we realize that you too emotional. If you talk to any guy, many guys are in prison, it's because they made an emotional decision in a tough situation to land them in jail. If you talk to people who get into fights and they're running off and doing things, or I think it was recently a road rage, somebody got out the car and beat somebody up because they didn't have composure of their emotion in any situation. It gives you leverage. Well, LDA, I wasn't taught that. You have no excuse not to have emotional intelligence in this day and age. One of the things is I'm pull this back a little bit, is you got to look at what is triggering you that you would fly off the handle. Why are you allowing someone to make you angry and to make you upset? I share with my sons many times when they were younger. Anyone who can make you upset can control you. Anyone who can make you upset can control you. You got to have emotional intelligence. Keep your composure in any given situation is your leverage. The game of detachment. Learning to control outcomes by controlling reactions. I can say how important it is to learn the game of detaching from results or what's going to happen. I was doing that prior to this show. I sat down in this chair. I was listening to the music. I was detaching whether somebody shows up, nobody shows up, somebody gives, they don't give, cash app, no cash app, whatever. I detached from everything. The game of detachment. Learning to control outcomes by controlling reactions. When you detach from something, you're like, huh, okay. No here, no there. The game of detachment. Now y'all better pay attention to this one. Dealing with disrespect without losing frame. Now, this is the part. There will be people who will try to disrespect you. What in the heavens and earth are you going to do when someone disrespect you? Are you going to go off? I'm about to tell them, I'm about to get them straight. The biggest thing you can do is not be moved. Never lose who you are. How can anyone disrespect you if you have not disrespected yourself? But you don't understand what they said, LDA. You don't understand what when they coming at me. They saying this about my mama. Your mama don't care if they talk about her because she knows she's your mama. But they said this about my girlfriend. They said this about my wife. Your wife will be all right in less than 24 hours. Get her something to eat and take yourself to bed. Well, you understand they disrespected me because I am who I am. You will be fine once you get out of your emotions. Dealing with disrespect without losing frame. You deal with disrespect by dealing with the person, dealing with what was said, and allow the person to deal with it, deal with what they said. You deal with the person and what they said and allow the person to live. Oh boy. Well, I didn't realize I had this many codes. Code number, we have a code, the code of power in relationship. You better get this one. Leverage and respect over love and feelings. Uh-oh. You better get your notebook pad for this one because y'all may not be ready for this one. And I'm not supposed to be finished by a certain time. Masculinity is calm and confident. Feminine is emotional. I agree. We need to level up our vocabulary. Let me say this one because this one's gonna get you. The code of power in relationships. Leverage, respect over love and feelings. How men lose power in relationship is by overly investing emotionally. Uh-oh. We can't tell who the girl is or who the woman is in the relationship because you're so emotional in the relationship. I'm not going to be nice. Plain and simple, I'm not going to be nice about it. I was about to say I'm about to be nice. I am not about to be nice. You're too emotional in the relationship. We got to give you the tissue all the time. We got to play this. Some of y'all are too emotional in a relationship, and she goes into her masculine. Well, these women masculine, LDA. Baby boy, you too emotional. Get the tissue. I'm gonna leave it right down. The secret to maintaining dominance while being respected. One of the secrets is you realize that you love her, but she has to respect you. Not saying that you don't love her or that she don't love you, but a woman has to respect who you are. And you only, Sarah did share the secret. You have to respect yourself first. You can't expect a woman to respect you. I'm the man. She need to respect me. No, baby boy. No, young man. No, old man. You have to respect yourself first. You have to respect who you are first. You cannot expect a woman, the world, or anyone else to respect you if you have not taken the time to respect who you are. Now, this part right here, this is in business relationships, any relationship. Recognize when to walk away. Power is in the option. You got to know when it's time to walk away. Some business ventures, some things I had to learn this week. Just last night, we were talking. Me and my girlfriend were talking. It was a business venture that I did, and I should have walked away. I should have walked away. I should have walked away. And then I had to deal with the repercussions because I did not walk away. You got to know when to walk away. Shoot, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. These sounds like a great point for your next book. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let me read this again. No one, like I said, we talked about it all weekend. Then we talked about it all week. And then I talked about it again yesterday, like 2 times. I know she's like, okay, LDA, I hear you. What are you going to do about it? I didn't recognize with this particular situation that I should have walked away. And I internalized it because I should have walked away. Got to know when to walk away. Code of money and resources. Please pay attention to this. Thank you, True Talents Proof. Appreciate that. The code of money and resources. Appreciate that, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. You guys appreciate that. You guys, thank you. Appreciate this. Appreciate that. Appreciate this. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me get this point. The code of money and resources. If you're ready for this, put a number 1 in the chat room because this one gonna tell it all. Let me put this on right quick. Y'all let me know. I gotta go get my water. Let me put the music on. Let me know in the chat room y'all ready for this one to come up. Okay, here it is. The code of money and resources. Wealth whispers, broke yells. Let me say that again. Wealth whispers, broke yells. You can always tell who got money and who don't got money. Knowing the person talking about the cars that I got this car, I'm riding this, I'm doing this, I live in this, I got 5 bedrooms and I got six bathrooms and my dog has a gold plated bowl that it drinks. Wealth whispers. Normally the person who is wealthy is actually non-assuming. They wear quality clothes. Let me say that again. They wear quality clothes. They carry themselves non-assuming. And they're not trying to announce their wealth because they realize that real wealth is found within. Let me say that again. That real wealth is found within. They don't need to go around announcing, well, my chef just made this dinner today. And you can always tell the person who's broke or who just came up to get some money because they're trying to yell it from the top of the hill, on internet, on social media and everywhere. They're trying to yell that I'm the man. I'm the girl around here. I just got this grill, or wealth whispers. Broke people yell. Why Why real power comes from assets, not just income. Health is wealth, right? But you go wait. Think if health is wealth, you can tell the listen. This statement right here. I'm gonna have to say something about this. In my opinion, health is wealth. Yes, it is part of it. Let me say this too. So I heard this. People who have money take care. Normally, the ones that I know personally and the ones I've dealt with take care of their health. Those who are broke are eating junk food. They don't exercise. They don't take care of their teeth. They don't groom themselves. They do the shortcuts that try to minimize the way they look because they have not invested in themselves, in their health. Oh, I said a lot right there. When you are wealth, you have a wealth consciousness. You take care of yourself. I make sure I groom myself all the time. I make sure my health is good. My teeth. I make sure I got, matter of fact, I got to set up my doctor's appointment to make sure everything is functioning good. Why? Because like you said, your health is part of your wealth. And you have all the wealth in the world, but you can't do nothing with it because you're unhealthy. Who's really winning? You have to invest in your health. That means losing weight. That means some people may need to gain weight. That means you may need to change your diet. Change what you're eating. You eat it if you on junk food diets and you're drinking a whole bunch of pops and sodas and whatever you guys call it and whatever, a bunch of sugar, and you're not taking care of your body. We know where you think about your wealth, which is your health. Let me get to this point because it's so important. Real power comes from assets, not just income. You make money. Please understand this. You make money from assets. No more beer. Yeah, think about it. I'm gonna go back to this beer. I'm gonna get to this part with this assets and income. You can. I drink a glass of wine here and there. No more beer and wine. Beer and weed. Think about it. The beer is gonna sit on your stomach. It has yeast in it. It's in barley and everything like that. What it's gonna do? Your stomach's gonna blow up. Weed, I use it because I need to calm down. Okay. I'm going to leave it right there with that one. Let me read this comment because I think it's good. I'm 47-year-old man who only within the last 2 years got it together. Oh, what I would tell 21-year-old me. Right there. Right there. Right there. What would you tell your 21? Think about it. You 47 and you say, hey, let me. We got to realize that our body is the temple of the living God. Our body is the temple of the living God. Why wouldn't you invest in the resource that carries the presence of God? You have to take care of your body. I'm seeing many family members. I didn't see friends my age and younger who didn't take care of their bodies. Telling you, it's important to take care of you. I have people that are younger than me who look older than me. Why? Because they did not take the investment. They did not take the route of investing in what they eat and investing in who they are. Real power comes from assets, not just income. Income is what you make. What you want to do is get assets that make money for you. What you want to get? Assets that make money for you. I'm not going to tell you what assets you need to invest in. I have some in crypto. I have something in the stocks. I have some in other places. But you need to invest in assets that don't take your behind and your mind to work, but it work. Your assets is out there working for you. Let me say that again. Your assets are out there working for you. So you create an asset for what you want to have in your life. Telling you, this is powerful. I would go further in that, but that will be a class. I'm giving it away free, and I would do this in a mastermind class and talk about these same things and go a little bit further. I would do that and talk about them a little bit further. Control your environment through financial discipline and smart investments. Now, I raise my hand. Financial discipline. You just wipe me down. All drinks on me, my thing on E. That's not financial discipline. That means you cut back certain spending because you have a goal in mind of where you want to be at. If they were to give you the 5K, this whole rumor about, the government going to give us 5K. Most of the people, just be very clear, will go take that 5K and go spend it at Target, Walmart, Walgreens, and everywhere else. Just keep it 100. They're going to go out and circulate the money and not invest the money so that they can put it in something that will make them more money. Just be very clear. If they were to give that 5K away today, you know what? 5K hit your account now. Bam. You're going to see people at the club. You're going to see people on trips. You're going to see people kicking it. You're going to see people, all of a sudden people got new haircuts. They got their beard together. They got their locks twisted. They got their new car with the sounds in it. Why? Because they have a consumer mindset and not an investor mindset. So they will flood the market with the money that they just got and not invest back into themselves or invest in what? Assets that will make them money. Oh, I'm telling the truth. I know it. They will invest in some. Oh, you know what? I always wanted that 85 inch TV. I always wanted that brand new them rims. They invest in things that doesn't bring them a return. Now, this is part. High-level men use money to move in silence. Y'all, whoa. And I know some. I'm thinking of one now. He's down in the southern regions. I don't want to give him away. High-level men use money to move in silence. That right there. High-level men, pay attention to this. You got to go over this. I'm about to end this in, I got about 2 more points and 3 more points, and I'm going to end. High-level men use money to move in silence. You please let that sink into your cranium, into your subconscious. Let it get stuck on you. High-level men use money to move in silence. There's some places and some things you do because you have money. It gives you access. It gives you access to move in silence while other people are trying to move loud. High-level men use money to move in silence. They move silently. They don't need to announce on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Come on, what's the other one? X, Twitter, everywhere else, what they're doing. They use the money to move in silence. There's some moves that I'm making now that are in silence. Silent. You would never hear about them. But you will see them. You won't hear about them to move in silence. There's a reason why high-level men move in silence, because they don't want to become a target for broke people. I was about to call you another name, but no, broke people. Now, with this being said, I'm going to go over these codes right quick, and then I'm going to end. The code of presence. How you show up dictates how how you get treated. The code of selective speech, the loudest in the room is the weakest. The code of emotional control, never let them see you sweat. The code of power in relationships, leverage and respect over love and feelings. The code of money and resources, wealth whispers, broke yell. Let me say this, and I want you to get this because I'm at the end. Power ain't given, is taken by those who understand these codes. Power is not given, is taken by those who understand the codes I just gave. Power is not given, is what? Taken by those who understand these codes. If you do go back over what I just said, and I did it, I want to get it under, it's supposed to be under 30 minutes. Power is given to those. Power is not given, is taken by those who understand these codes. So I want you to really get this today. I don't want you just to hear this. I want you to apply this immediately. There's no need to hear about, the hidden codes of power and how to move like a boss in any space if you don't do nothing with it. Go back and listen to this because I gave some jewels. And 2, look for another. I'm going to do a masterclass coming up. I want to invite you. But in the comments after this ends, I want you to just put power code. When this ends, put power, CODES, in the comments. Show that you are with and understand what was said today. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality. Let me get my song together. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. You all hope you not only think today, but that you do something with it. Apply what I just shared today. See your life change. Look for the masterclass coming in a few weeks where I'll be teaching further on these very things. And I'm out. Thank you guys for the super chat. Appreciate it.